full start.
Carried on winning a lot since. And Oliver Sherwood, the leading amateur this year, he's assistant trainer to Fred Winton. He's got 21 winners under his belt, going strong with Jim Wilson chasing him on 19 for the amateur title. But this horse doesn't lose any condition at all from his races. He's fresh now from winning at Cheltenham and looks none the worse. Rose Rambler is 9-4 favourite at the last show. Interesting from my position here at the paddock, looking at the faces of the amateur riders going around here. A lot of them are smiling, looking forward to their ordeal. It'll be an ordeal for some of them. Oliver Sherwood looked quite confident. It's number 2, Rose Rambler, this reeking Rambler gelding, owned by Barry Brazier, and we have some betting for you.
And Rose Rambler, the favourite, 9-4. King Kong, the second, is second favourite, 7-2. Arrigle Boy, 7-1. Sun Lion, 8-1. Linden Lad, 12-1. Cedar's Daughter, 14-1. And it's 16-1, bar 6.
So the runners now making their way out to the Haig Whisky Hunter Steeplechase, and this has been won by some very good horses in the past. And this is a bigger field than we sometimes get. You'll remember only 4 finished in Barony Fortier, and that enabled him to qualify for the National itself. A lot of people here will be hoping to be in the first 4 so that they can have a crack at the big race itself next year. Of course, only 4 to qualify. The yellow colours there, probably. Oh, here's 16 going very fast down. That's Jolly Sweet. And Jolly Sweet looked quite well in the paddock. This is a mare by Entanglement, ridden by Alan Edmonds. He's riding very long indeed, almost riding hunting length there as he tries to get this mare back, which he's only run once this season, finished 4th then on that occasion, Jolly Sweet, but didn't really impress last year. Rather light of yesteryear, I would think, when she was quite a useful filly over hurdles. That's Jolly Sweet, 16. Going down is number 20 at fair rate of knots. This is Mount Top, and in fact Linden Lad, so doesn't get the amount of rise a lot of people do. And in front of him, in front of the yellow colours, we see Sea Swell, the horse that Prince Charles rode around Sandown Park last time out. They're under orders. Time to join Peter O'Sullivan. Come on.
And coming into what looks like a first timer, and it is, Indian Scholar and King Kong, 2 of the early ones to show, with showing up there on the outside Magic Streak as they come down to the first. Horse Hay Arnie right up with the leaders, 2 on the inside. Horse Hay Arnie and Kit Carson together. And Kit Carson has gone there. Kit Carson, a faller at the first, and Clever Prince has gone there. Mount Top has gone there also, and Exuberant has gone there as well, and Linden Lad has gone also, and it's Horse Hay Arnie who's leading them now from King Kong as they come down to the chair fence. Horse Hay Arnie and King Kong together from Indian Scholar. Then comes Great Crack in behind them, Lord Brown Daughter, and Horse Hay Arnie very nearly went there but recovered well. And coming down to the water, and it's King Kong and Horse Hay Arnie together from Indian Scholar and Great Crack, and then Sea Swell. Just the drop is refused at the chair, and over the water it's King Kong in the lead from Horse Hay Arnie. In third place then comes Indian Scholar. Behind Indian Scholar is Great Crack, and then comes Sea Swell. Behind Sea Swell is the Norseman, and then comes Lord Brown Dodd. Behind Lord Brown Dodd is Backgammon Prince, and Backgammon Prince is leading Rose Rambler on the inside. Cartwright is just in behind the leaders, but as they come towards the Melling Road, it's King Kong in the lead from Horse Hay Arnie and Indian Scholar, and then comes Great Crack in 4, and then Sea Swell and the Norseman and Lord Brown Dodd. Then comes Sunlan and Rose Rambler and Backgammon Prince, and that's the order as we join John Hanmer.
And King Kong and Horse Hay Arnie, the 2 leaders, as they jump the next. Horse Hay Arnie made a mistake, but he's all right. Then Indian Scholar just in behind, along with Great Crack. Then comes the Norseman and Sea Swell and Cedar's Daughter. They're all over that one safely. And as they jump the next, King Kong takes it just in the lead from Great Crack. Then Indian Scholar, Horse Hay Arnie. Then the Norseman, Sea Swell, Cedar's Daughter, Backgammon Prince. All over that one safely. And as they come to the next ditch, it's King Kong. And the faller there was Indian Scholar. But all the rest of it appear to be jumping it safely. Rose Rambler still got plenty to do, and as they go to the next, it's King Kong from a Great Crack and the Norseman, and over to Julian Wilson.
And over that one, the 2 leaders, Once again, the leaders all over the fence, and King Kong and Rosemary White still disputing it, with Great Crack towards the outside of the field. Then quite a gap back to Bronze Light, and in the inside Sea Swell, and over that one, Great Crack again on the outside of King Kong. Cedar's Daughter has made a lot of ground on the outside, and a faller there right in the inside was Horse Hayani. He's gone as they run down towards the one before Beeches. And as they do so, up front the leaders are King Kong and Great Crack, and Great Crack made a mistake. He really reached at it, but he's got over it. That was Beeches Brook, and the leaders all over, with Great Crack the leader from King Kong in second place. Then quite a long gap back to Cedar's Daughter. Cedar's Daughter on the outside of the Norseman, who's right up there. And as they race down towards the canal turn, is now Great Crack with a good lead from King Kong in second, then the Norseman on the outside of Lord Browndodd, then Backgammon Prince, Cedar's Daughters on the outside, then Sea Swell and Rose Rambler as the leaders clear the canal turn, and the Norseman's a faller of the canal turn, and Rose Rambler's just managed to avoid him. And as they race down to Valentine's and over it, Great Crack with a clear lead, and King Kong, a terrible fall there. Lord Browndodd's over in second, Backgammon Prince over next. As they race down towards the next, it's Great Crack with a clear lead from Lord Browndodd in second, Backgammon Prince, then Cedar's Daughter as we rejoin John Hanmer.
And Great Crack still with this long lead. Over in second place Lord Browndodd, then Cedar's Daughter, Backgammon Prince, Rose Rambler now making ground, then comes Sea Swell. Over the next, and the leaders towering. Great Crack over, still clear though, with Cedar's Daughter coming up to dispute second place with another tired horse, Lord Browndodd, then Backgammon Prince, Rose Rambler, Sea Swell, then Near and Far, and the leader at the third last now, and Great Crack scrambles over it. His lead reduced now by Cedar's Daughter, then Backgammon Prince, then Rose Rambler, then comes Lord Browndodd, Sea Swell, Near and Far, then Cartwright and Royal Guide, and they seem to be the only ones left. And going across the Melling Road, it's Great Crack the leader from Cedar's Daughter, Backgammon Prince, Rose Rambler and Lord Browndodd, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Still Great Crack a long way clear. Cedar's Daughter is second. Then comes Backgammon Prince, and Rose Rambler now making significant progress in fourth place. Behind Rose Rambler is Lord Browndodd, and the rest virtually look out of it. They're headed by Sea Swell, but they're coming down now to the second last fence in the Haig Whisky Hunter's Chase, and it's Great Crack being pressed by Cedar's Daughter. Rose Rambler still coming there strongly, Oliver Sherwood. Backgammon Prince still well in touch, and then comes Lord Browndodd coming down to the second last fence now. Great Crack, Cedar's Daughter, and still Rose Rambler making very good progress in the white cap over on the far side as we see them, and as they jump the fence, Rose Rambler in fact lands in the lead. It's Rose Rambler now in the lead as they come down to the final fence from Backgammon Prince, then Great Crack and Cedar's Daughter. So Oliver Sherwood now towards the far right of the picture, looks as though he's going to jump the last in the lead, and it's Rose Rambler who touches down in the lead from Backgammon Prince very close to him. Then comes Great Crack and Cedar's Daughter, and behind them Lord Browndodd racing towards the elbow now with over a furlong to run in the Haig Whisky Foxhunters Chase, and it's Rose Rambler and Oliver Sherwood clear now of Backgammon Prince and Great Crack and Cedar's Daughter and Lord Browndodd inside the final furlong, and Rose Rambler patiently ridden from the rear throughout has taken it up to establish a commanding lead, to run up towards the line to win in great style. Great Crack is fighting back for second place with Backgammon Prince, but as the winner comes to the line, it is Rose Rambler. Second is Great Crack, and third is Backgammon Prince. Four, Cedar's Daughter, and five is Lord Browndodd. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the remainder followed by Sea Swell, and behind Sea Swell was Cartwright, and behind Cartwright his stable companion Royal Guide, and behind him Near and Far, and those are the only finishers. So the result of the Haig Whisky Hunters Chase: first, number 2, Rose Rambler, owned by Mr. Barry Brazier, trained by Fred Winter, and ridden by Mr. Oliver Sherwood. Second was number 13, Great Crack, owned by Mrs. Peggy Close, trained by her and ridden by Mr. John Porter. And third was number 4, Backgammon Prince, owned by Mr. F.H. Parks, trained by Michael Oliver and ridden by Mr. John Weston. Fourth was Cedar's Daughter. Here, once again, we review the closing stages with Richard Pittman. And what a real blinder Oliver Sherwood rode. There he is with the governor on his left, Fred Winter. leading amateur of the season, closely pressed by Jim Wilson. The 130 winner and the first outright favorite to win at the meeting. So a happy omen this may be for Rough and Tumble. The stables hope in the National, but Fred not at all happy about the rain-softened ground, and John Frankham apprehensive about it also. But we've known connections despondent in the past, and the horses survive the handicap of unfavorable conditions. The distance is the 10 lengths and 2.5 lengths. A hat trick for Rose Rambler, this 9-year-old son of Wrekin Rambler out of Cross Pearl by Pearl Orient. As a 9-year-old, the